In this lesson, we will be learning the basics of logging in Python. We're going to be using a module called logging from the standard Python library. Here, I've already imported this module logging and also used a couple of functions from that module together with some messages. But when we run the code, we only see 3 messages out of 5 displayed. For example, we can only see messages from a certain level, which is warning, error, and critical. To display all of them, we'll need to change the value for the parameter called level in the function called basic_config. So if I'll set the value for this level parameter to, let's say, logging.debug, that will sort of increase its sensitivity. So now it will display all messages in a hierarchy from debug to critical. So if before the debug level messages were treated as something like insignificant messages, especially comparing to warning messages or error messages, now they will be displayed regardless. But of course, currently all messages are being displayed in the console, which is not the preferred behavior. Ideally, we want them to be displayed in a separate file. And we can achieve this by specifying the value for another parameter, file name. So the value will be the path to the file together with the name of that file with the log extension. So if we'll run the code now, we'll see no output in the console, but the file to the left is called log output, contains all log messages together with their level of importance. And each time when we run the original file, our log file will expand, so more log messages will be appended to that file. But if we don't want this behavior, for example, we want to overwrite this file, this log file, each time we run the original code. And to achieve this behavior, we need to change the value for yet another parameter called file mode. So this time we'll specify W. So let's check the file now. And as you see, it's been rewritten. So this log messages more or less behave like strings in Python. That means that we can format them. To illustrate their flexibility, let me define another log message of info level. So login.info. Of course, it will have no practical value. This is just to show you that we can format those strings. We write here is a then placeholder variable and an int, then dot format, and here we'll add values for our placeholders. So the first one will be string and then something like 42. Let's run the code straight after that and check our log messages. Let's open the file. Yes, seems like I forgot about this second placeholder, but it doesn't matter. It just shows what we can do with it. So this is how basic logging works in Python. But of course, we'd like to have access to some extended options. And of course, Python can do that as well.